I will be completely honest why I am such a Russell Westbrook fan. Because several years ago, whatever year Carmelo Anthony's first year in OKC was, whenever he went there to play with Westbrook, I took my kids to a game at the Garden to see OKC. It was Carmelo's return to New York to play against the Knicks. And I thought to myself, this will be a great game. It'll be an exciting night. You know, my kids are getting older. We'll try and have some fun. The night before that, it was a Saturday night game. The night before that, the Thunder played a triple overtime game in Philadelphia. And I want to say Russell Westbrook played like 50-something minutes. And I woke up the next morning with a cold pit in my stomach. And I thought, well, Melo will play because it's his return to the Garden, but there's no way Westbrook will play second game, back-to-back nights on the road after a triple overtime game in which he played like 50 minutes. Not only did he play, he played like a lunatic. He played like his hair was on fire, like he always does. And whether he is a flawed star or not, which he obviously is, the one thing you cannot question in a league filled with load management and a lot of other things is that guy freaking brings it every single night. So I am inclined to root for him. I also know a little bit about his background growing up in Los Angeles and all the rest of that. And so when he signs with L.A., his hometown team, his childhood team, the Lakers, and there's all these questions about the age of that team, and they're legitimate. But then there are the questions about the Westbrook effect. I mean, this is his fourth team in 4 seasons. At some point, that's an obvious issue. But all these people on social media trying to tear him down. Oh, you've turned into a failure. Oh, you've turned into this. Oh, you've turned into that. They brought that up to Westbrook yesterday, and rather than getting offended or miffed or angry, I loved what he said.
No, I don't. I've been blessed and thankful to be able to be in this league so long and lucky to be able to play and be healthy. When I got drafted in the NBA, that was me proving people wrong. When I was able to go to college and get a degree, that was me proving people wrong. Not a degree, I wish I got a degree, but go to college, go to UCLA from the inner city, that was me proving people wrong. Just making it out the hood was proving people wrong. I don't need to do that anymore. I've been able to bless the people around me, my family, been able to impact people all across the world with this platform that's been given to me, and I'm continue to do that. And obviously we want to win a championship, but our ultimate goal is to make sure we use what we have to impact others around you.
Boy, I loved him saying that. Just the psychology piece of it. Does he want to win? Of course he wants to win. You watch that guy play, you think he doesn't want to win? He wants to win. But he also recognizes that his career, his life, and his legacy are not defined by others. And that, I think, is the biggest challenge that athletes have today. In a world where we've heard people, everyone from Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka and Kevin Love, and I'm forgetting many others, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about, where all of the negativity, all of the hate, all of just the knuckleheadery that goes on social media seems to get under the skin of people. And I mean that literally. It seems to infiltrate them. It seems to be something that they really struggle with. It makes them unsettled. It makes them uneasy. It makes them unhappy people, despite having these miraculous lives. You're Naomi Osaka. You're one of, 10 million young girls who grew up dreaming of being tennis players someday, and you win the U.S. Open, and you're so filled with anxiety. Why is that? Like, part of that, obviously, is biological, but other parts of it have to do with the realities of being a sports figure today. And Jalen always says there's the score of the game and the game of life. And I think that was a great example of Russell Westbrook pointing out that he understands that in the game of life, he's already won. Like I always say, he has eagled the whole of life, whether he winds up winning a championship in his career or not. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. Oscar Robertson is the player, by the way, with whom Russell is most often compared. He didn't win a championship till he was 32, and he got traded to the Bucks to play with Kareem. Well, Westbrook is 32. He's never won a championship. He just got traded to the Lakers to play with LeBron and Anthony Davis and Carmelo Anthony and all of these other people. So I think that this is a really interesting little scenario here, and the question is a pretty simple one. Does it work? If that team is healthy, by the time we get to the end of it, and they've got a starting five that will have a combined total age of well over 150 years, probably over 160, will that team win the championship? That's the question.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.